With official support from Netflix, Ben & Jerry's has announced a new flavor. It's called Netflix and Chilled. The ice cream is about as decadent as you'd expect. It's made with peanut butter, salty pretzel swirls, and fudge brownie chunks. The lid displays the company's logo and declares that you're about to eat a Netflix original flavor. The front of the tub, meanwhile, features 3 cows huddled together on a couch, presumably about to watch the latest Netflix original. In the US, Ben & Jerry's will also sell a non-dairy take on Netflix and Chilled, made with almond milk. You can sign up for Ben & Jerry's mailing list to find out when the ice cream becomes available to buy. Netflix is no stranger to ice cream-related branding opportunities. This past summer, the company actually teamed up with Baskin-Robbins to promote Season 3 of Stranger Things by opening 2 Scoops Ahoy pop-ups in the US and Canada. Throughout July, the chain also sold Stranger Things-inspired flavors, including one called USS Butterscotch. However, compared to those one-offs, it seems like you'll have more time to enjoy the company's latest marketing tie-in. Pigeons may be considered rats of the sky, but some scientists have found greater value in these urban birds, the blueprint for a new generation of flying machines. Birds can modify the shape of their wings by fanning out their feathers or shuffling them closer together. Those adjustments allow birds to cut through the sky more nimbly than rigid drones. Now, using new insights into exactly how pigeons' joints control the spread of their wing feathers, researchers have built a robotic pigeon dubbed PigeonBot, whose feathered wings change shape like the real deal. This research paves the way for creating more agile aircrafts. With bird-like wings, airborne machines could make tighter turns in cluttered spaces, such as around buildings or in forests, and could better navigate through the air. The new robot, described January 16 in Science Robotics, also offers a way to study the nuts and bolts of bird flight without animal experiments. Researchers bent and extended the wings of dead pigeons to investigate how the birds control their wing shape. Those experiments revealed that the angles of 2 wing joints, the wrist and the finger, most affect the alignment of the wing's flight feathers. The orientations of those long, stiff feathers which support the bird in flight help determine the wing's shape based on those findings. The team built a robot with real pigeon feathers whose faux wrist and fingers can morph its wing shape, as seen in the pigeon cadavers. Besides laying the groundwork for building more graceful drones, what's really cool about this robot is you can make manipulators into a robot wing that you could never do or want to do in a bird. This is the best set of robotic wings yet for testing how birds coordinate their flight feathers to maneuver through the air, says Tyson Hedrick. He's a biochemist at the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill, not involved in this project. But there's plenty of room for improvement, he says. For instance, a future flying robot could include a shoulder joint to investigate how tilting a bird's wings up and down influence flight. Check this out. Toyota just invested $349 million in the flying taxi startup Joby Aviation. The 2 companies say that they will work together, Joby sharing its all-electric vertical takeoff and landing expertise, and Toyota lending its knowledge of manufacturing, quality, and cost control to the development and production of Joby's future aircraft. Air transportation has been a long-term goal for Toyota, and while we continue our work in the automobile business, this agreement sets our sights to the sky. That came from Toyota Motor Corporation President and CEO in a press release. As part of the deal, Toyota Motor Corp's Executive Vice President will join Joby's board of directors. Toyota's investment was part of a Series C financial round in which Joby raised $590 million. Past investors have included Intel, Capital, JetBlue Technology, Ventures and Toyota AI Ventures. Toyota isn't the only automaker eyeing the skies. I told you about Hyundai last week working on a flying taxi concept with Uber, and they have hired a NASA engineer to run its flying car division. Geely, the Chinese automotive group which manufactures Volvo and Lotus cars, and Daimler have both invested in Volocopter, and Rolls-Royce has its own eVTOL concept. Joby's aircraft is a piloted 5-seat eVTOL with a max speed of 200 miles per hour and a range of about 150 miles on a single charge. According to the company, it is 100 times quieter than conventional aircraft during takeoff and landing, and near silent when flying overhead. Additional details about the prototype aircraft and production plans will be announced later. One of the new products unveiled at CES this year is a new kind of home security system, one that includes drones to patrol your property along with sensors designed to mimic garden lights, and a central processor that brings it all together. Sunflower Labs debuted their new Sunflower Home Awareness System, which includes the Sunflower's motion and vibration sensors that look like simple garden lights, but can actually populate a map to show you cars, people, and animals on or near your property in real time. The Bee, a fully autonomous drone that deploys and flies on its very own with cameras on board to live stream video, and the Hive charging station for the Bee, which also houses the brains of the operation for crunching all the data gathered by the component parts. Roving aerial robots keeping tabs on your property might seem a tad dystopian and perhaps even unnecessary when you could maybe equip your estate with multiple fixed cameras or sensors for less money and with less complexity. The system doesn't come cheap, which shouldn't be a surprise. Given what it promises to do on paper, it starts at $9,950 and can range up depending on your specific property's custom needs. The company is accepting pre-orders now with a deposit of $999 required and intends to start delivering the first orders to customers beginning sometime in the middle of this year. Thanks for watching your weekly tech update. If you have a story you think we should feature on the program, you need to send me an email, djraymcneil@gmail.com. Find us on Facebook at Your Weekly Tech Update, and check out the podcast. Audio and video versions available on iTunes, Google, Spotify, AudioBurst, and elsewhere on the interwebs. Till next time, I'm Ray McNeil. Good night, world.